Hey guys, so this video is going to be the top 10 most important things I think that we as parents can be teaching our children. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel so that you continue to see my videos as well as follow our story with Robbie. Okay, so let's talk about the 10 most important things that I think as parents that we can be teaching our children. The first most important thing I would say is the value for oneself. So teaching them how to love and respect themselves, self-worth, self-value, healthy and positive body image, teaching them, just that respect for themselves and that love for themselves and the importance of self-awareness in all situations. The second most important thing I would say as parents that we could be teaching our children is the value of other people. So how to love and appreciate all people, respecting people's differences, just loving and embracing one another and letting what makes us different bring us together versus bring us apart. The third thing that I think is important as parents that we can be teaching our children is that ability to be independent. So whether you have an only child or several children, I think it's very important for us to be enabling our children to be independent. I think that self-sufficiency is huge, and it starts very early on. Teaching your toddler how to put their shoes on, or teaching them how to clean up a mess, or teaching them how to throw a Tide Pod in, to do a load of laundry, little things. So along the way, it starts very early on, just teaching them how to be self-sufficient and to be an independent thinker and how to make friends and different things independently so that they're not afraid of that emotional independence as they continue to grow up. The next most important thing I would challenge us as parents is critical thinking. I think that we should always foster an active and curious mind, and that we need to teach our children how to examine both themselves and the world around them, what's going on, and to not take anything for granted, but to see every situation for what it is, and just to kind of foster that curiosity that's in their minds, wondering what's going on, help them get involved, help them to embrace what's going on around them and just kind of learn from their situations. The fifth most important thing I think would be emotional development and self-expression. I think it's so important to teach our children the maturity of thought and feelings, that they should be able to express themselves and give input and offer value to different situations as well as their own perspectives, and how they can inspire other people and how they can seek out deeper understandings in given situations so that they can learn and foster knowledge and just kind of like grow as people. The sixth most important thing I would say is self-discipline. I think self-discipline is so important. I mean, today more than ever. How many of us are homeschooling our children and they're having to be very much self-driven when it comes to their schoolwork? So self-discipline is very, very big for me. My children also do sports, and I have some children who want to be the best at their sport, and so that self-discipline comes with just pushing themselves and just always accepting that they can push harder if they want to. I have other children who don't care to be the best, and so they kind of look at sports differently, which is fine. But self-discipline can help us later in life so that we're making sure we're showing up to work, we're always doing our best at work, we're just always pushing to achieve what we can achieve, and just always encouraging your kids to just keep pushing and never give up. No matter what their levels are, they can always push themselves to their fullest ability, and they'll be very fulfilled from being self-disciplined. The seventh thing that I think is really important for us to teach our children is social dynamics. I think it's very important for us to kind of teach our kids how to influence people and be influenced by people appropriately, and to just get out there and put themselves into situations so that they're involved in their community or with their friends, making new friends, keeping their friends, just different social interactions and social dynamics. It's so important because this is a world where very often we're socially integrated, and I just think it's super important. The next one I would say is psychology in general. So teaching them how to be happy and teaching them just different aspects and how to cultivate positive attitudes and how to let things go when it's not useful, so that they don't carry worry and burdens that they don't have to carry. So teaching your kids how to express their emotions and then let it go and set it free so that they're not carrying extra baggage and turning things into traumas and emotional baggage. Just teaching them overall how to be happy and cultivate happiness. I think that's so important. The ninth thing I would say would be the economical standpoint of things. It's very important to me that I teach my children how to save money and also how to balance money when they're spending money, so they know how much they have and how much they'll have left. It's important to me that I'm talking to them about credit cards and how that would affect their futures, and that they see good spending habits. I take them to the stores and they bring their own money, and I teach them value and what they can get with their money, but if they spend their money, what they will have left. And we talk about, is it a good value, and just different things, long-term savings and all sorts of things. We talk about their bank accounts and how they can earn interest in their savings, and I just keep them very informed, and we definitely talk about financial stability for their futures. I think that's very important. And counting money is becoming very rare with kids today, and I think that that's so important that we're teaching our kids to count money. And reading clocks, actually, that's like something else, but we definitely need to make sure our kids can read a clock and count back money. And then the last thing I would say is just overall optimism, having them see the good in things, that their cup is always half full, and just seeing the silver lining, because life is going to throw you a bunch of lemons. And if there's one thing I can teach my kids, it's that life is unpredictable. You just don't know what situation you're going to find yourself in, but you can lay down and feel sorry for yourself, or you can get back up and you can just stay optimistic and caring and loving and just push forward and find that silver lining. And you know, there's the saying with, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. I mean, that's so true. You can take any situation, find the silver lining, and make something positive out of it. Even with our experience, obviously we never intended to go on the show and then inspire other people the way that we did. We went on there because we needed help as a family, but through our situation, we were able to inspire other people. And it just reminds me of how much I love helping other people, and how much I feel like my life's purpose has always been towards helping other people. And so I just want my kids to see the positivity in all situations, no matter how big or how small. I want them to understand that you could always have it worse. In any given situation, you could always have it worse. So just teaching them overall optimism is so important to me, and I just think that we can't teach our kids anything more positive than just being loving and being optimistic and loving themselves and loving other people and just living a life that is pleasing and fulfilling. And yeah. So that's my top 10 on things that I think are important to teach our kids. I hope that you guys find it helpful and useful, and that you can apply it to your lives if you feel fit. Obviously, we're all different parents, and always go with your gut, trust yourselves, and parent how you see fit and appropriate. And yeah, I don't think you can fail as long as you're doing all things out of love for your children. So if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel so you can continue to get my videos, as well as follow our story. And as always, thank you guys so much. We love you so much for the love and support. It has meant the world to my family and myself, and we could not spread love and awareness without all of you. So thank you so much for supporting our channel. And if you have any questions or comments or any future video ideas or things that you want me to talk about on my channel, please drop them below, or you can get a hold of me. My information is in the About section. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and you can send me an email. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your day. Love you all so much. Bye.